Dude,
End the
forget that. You know
conversation.
what? You know what they should have done? Yoshi's Whirly World. They should have made it like Super Meat Boy.
Well, it's Yoshi's Crafted
Just
World,
make it
not
like.
Woolly World.
My bad, my bad. Yeah, Yoshi's Crafted World should have been super fucking violent and gory, and just like get his his like
The
linen
opposite of
cloth,
what
just
it
rip
is.
the fuck up, just rip up, dude. They should have just turned Yoshi into like the M-rated platformer.
Make it Mortal Kombat levels of blood. Just
Can
Yoshi's
you
freaking
imagine
neck
if you're
gets slit,
jumping
his
like,
blood just shoots out everywhere.
dude, imagine Yoshi, you take a wrong jump, the fucking blade starts spinning out of control, and just like, well, it doesn't even have to be bloody. Just like, oh, what's that game? Unravel. Like, it just grabs the yarn and just like unstrings it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like with the drama cinematics with whatchamacallit, Untangled is what's it called? You're on board running around.
I think it's Untangled.
No,
I
it's
think
called
it's
Unraveled.
Unraveled.
It's called Unraveled.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. All right, let's do this. Welcome everybody to another awesome
it
podcast.
started?
I just started once again. I am literally doing this. It is late tonight, and as you can tell, we're talking about, in case you missed it, what would happen if Yoshi became Super Meat Boy, and we butchered Yoshi in honor of his game coming out, Yoshi's Crafted World, which came out at the time of recording today. I am with the super tired Nacho 007 again, and once more, we also have Fernie. Please say hi, guys.
What up?
So,
He sounds so
What's up,
tired.
dude?
Yeah, it's almost midnight there. You can hang on. You got this. You got this. I believe in
yeah,
you.
I got 15
Come on, dude.
minutes.
Just think back to when we stayed up till 4 in the morning playing Halo 3. Just get yourself in that energy.
Oh,
I wasn't
yeah, good
around when
times.
you guys did that.
Well, imagine you were around, okay, and just suck it up.
Imagine a sleepover at that time.
I was in another country.
I said
Uh.
Halo 3, not Halo 4.
Oh,
Wrong time period.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, all right. So, big news that just came out a day or two ago. Borderlands 3 was finally, after what, 5 or 6 years of waiting, was finally announced, and I, for one, am very excited. But I don't even know if you guys have even played any of the Borderlands games. But I would love to know your thoughts on this. Take it away, Fern.
My extent of playing Borderlands is literally about half hour of the first one. And then I
Perfect.
tried to play the second one co-op for about, give or take, 4 hours. I really struggled to get into it, but I'm willing to give the third one a chance.
Excellent. That's wonderful because I need people to play with. So you're getting this game. I have been waiting for 5 years, all right? I am getting people to play this game. I will buy you a copy if I have to. I don't know when it's going to be
I
released.
just don't know if it's the aesthetic or what, but there's something about it that just kind of takes me out.
You know, the aesthetic doesn't really bother me, but I will say this. It looks absolutely no different from Borderlands 2 or even the first one. It doesn't look like a next-gen or even this-gen type of game. It looks like it should be made for the Xbox 360 still.
so they use the same engine.
Maybe. I mean, Unreal Engine 4? I don't know what the engine actually they use, but that one's been around for a long time. It just doesn't look... And look, it doesn't look bad. I like the aesthetic still because I'm a big diehard fan of the Borderlands series. It just doesn't look... I wasn't impressed necessarily by what I saw in terms of graphics and art style, but at the same time, it does in fact just look like a Borderlands game, and that alone makes me excited, and I, for one, am just really pumped up about that. But yeah, it looks like an Xbox 360 game. Luis, did you play any of the Borderlands games? You played Borderlands 2 with me for a little bit there on PC.
Yeah, that was the only time I played with you.
Oh my gosh.
But the overall theme, I really enjoyed. The character designs are awesome. I checked out the Borderlands 3 trailer, and it just looks like an extension of Borderlands 2. so I'm not really impressed because I'm not really in depth with the games yet.
Right, and I don't want to spoil the ending if you ever play Borderlands 2, but the one big thing that I can tell from when I watched the Borderlands 3 announced trailer was that, the first or the second one, Borderlands 2, takes place on Pandora, and Borderlands 3 looks like it takes place on multiple worlds. So you'll have the option and the aspect of being able to go, at least from what they advertised, to go to different planets and go loot all over the place. And they even boasted this time that they are going to have 1 billion different types of guns, which is pretty mind-boggling. I can't process that.
Was there always weapon customization in the Borderlands? Because that's probably what it's hinting at.
Yes and no. So what it is you get a weapon, and every single weapon you get has its own special attributes. So a lot of the weapons will be similar, but then they'll all be able to do different things. For example, some pistols will have infinite ammo, some will be able to burn enemies, some will be able to slow them down. So they have all these different types of weapons, but ultimately at the end it's still you either use a submachine gun, rocket launcher, shotgun, sniper, the standard weapons that you get in most shooters. They just have a bunch of different variations of each one of those weapons, if that makes sense.
Okay, so same gun, just a different attribute. Because what I was when you said that, and I just saw the trailer, which is why I went quiet. Um, what I think of that is kind of like the Dead Space 3 idea, where okay, yes, I have the build of this gun, but I can do an attachment. Okay, laser rifle. Let's attach a needle, like a needle weapon to it that explodes, or it has the ability to turn left and right. That right there is what, three guns, three different types of guns on the same build. So that's kind of what I was thinking when they were saying over 1 billion types of weapons.
Not necessarily. They've never actually had the attachments. You've never been able to, at least in any of the Borderlands games I played, which is all of them. You've never been able to actually attach things to your weapons. What you find is what you get, and each weapon has its own strength and weakness, essentially. They all have different attributes. Some of them have a really bad recoil. Some of them will fire faster. Some of them, like I said, will be able to burn enemies and do all the sorts of things like that. So you've never been able to attach and improve a weapon. You improve your abilities like it's an RPG, kind of like Destiny and those things. But every single weapon is unique that you find because, like I said, each weapon has its own attribute as well and own strengths and weaknesses.
So it's very RNG based then. I could find, I don't know, Deathclock the Destroyer in one mission, and you guys find nothing but pistols.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that happens actually quite a
Oh,
bit.
great. It's a phone game system in a main game. That's great.
It is,
I'm
but
excited.
it's actually a lot of fun when you play with a group of 4 people. I've done that before. You can trade as long as they bring back the trade mechanics. So let's say someone finds all the really good loot and has all the really good weapons, and you're trying to play the game together. Usually, that person will be willing to trade those good weapons with you. So there is that at least, because it's really infuriating when you play with a random person and they take all the good weapons and then they quit playing the game, which happens. So they can have all the good stuff basically to themselves.
Keep the good things for no real reason.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. Now let's get to the nitty gritty part. How do you think they'll add microtransactions to this bad boy?
Yeah, they're probably going to, and I'm worried about that. In Borderlands 2, they actually had them in there, and I never really paid attention back then because I wasn't so annoyed by microtransactions. But in Borderlands 2, you had these keys that you could get, and you can use those keys to automatically, no matter what, get a really rare and awesome weapon in the game. And you could pay money to get more of those keys to get, those awesome, free, super good weapons. So I think it's going to be something similar to that. I just hope they do what they did in Borderlands 2, which is if you went on to the website, Gearbox's website, they would actually once a week or once a month or something would have a code for you to type in, and you can get a free key, so you can get a free powerful weapon, basically. So I imagine something very similar to that, but I really hope that's not like really highly implemented because I hate microtransactions, in case you didn't know. Just a little bit.
All right. Well, I guess we only know off the one trailer, right? So I guess best thing to do is just wait.
Yeah, exactly. Unlike Mortal Kombat 11, which has about 50 different trailers, but each trailer
50
just
different trailers, a ton of live streams.
a ton of live streams, and I actually got to check out today that had the gameplay on the Nintendo Switch, and that game looks really good on the Switch. Did you see that, Fern?
It does. It looks amazing. Even on the beta on the Xbox One X here, even it looks great. Even for just the beta, like it'll only look better in the main game.
Yeah, and I didn't try the beta, so how was it? Did they have the beta for the Nintendo Switch, or was this just for the PS4 and Xbox One?
Right now I'm only aware of those two. I wouldn't be surprised if it is on Nintendo Switch right now. I've clocked in about 4 hours.
Woo. Thoughts? Is it good? I haven't tried it at all.
It's really good. It looks amazing. It is a very tight fighter, but here's some differences I found between, let's say, the MKX and MK11. So, for one, the running system's gone.
Oh, wow, okay.
They took away the running system, so you can't dash forward and then hold right trigger to run immediately into your opponent. That got taken out, so that really takes away some combo potential, because a few characters in MKX required the sprint mechanic in order to continue a combo. Another thing, dash forward has been slowed down.
Okay.
So this is a route. How do I put this? MKX from beginning to what it is now, the dash forward mechanic has been sped up. So this is a lot like it was in MKX when it first came out, and that's original beta build. Remember in MKX how if you got hits in, if you got hit, you would raise the meter to either use meter to enhance an item or get your X-ray. Remember that?
Yep.
So that has been removed. You have two meter burns. I guess I would call them. You would have a meter that is split into two sections that refills automatically. So you can't do any crazy like 33, 35% combos that I found that just burn meter to keep getting a higher percentage. On this one, it's burn meter once, continue combo, burn meter twice, finish your combo, and then you have to wait till that thing refills. Now, give or take, it's about 4 or 5 seconds, but when you're in a pressure situation against another opponent that has a full meter, you're basically just blocking until you can get that meter back. So
Right.
it changed up its game by a lot.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna pick it up on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know if we're gonna get it day one. I'm hoping to get it for my birthday coming up in May. Hint, hint, guys. No, I'm kidding. But I'm just really happy they brought back Devora, because that was my main, which is a really weird main. But I really liked Devora. Her reach was awesome. But that running mechanic is going to throw me off, because she was able to run and she could swing like her weird tentacle thing so far, and it was just something I used all the time as I'd run as close to my opponent as I could and use the combos. But that's going to throw my game off now with Devora. She might not be my main because of that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Because for some reason, this beta's leaned me more towards Scorpion, whereas before I never really liked Scorpion.
Well, every Mortal Kombat, everybody's always Scorpion. I mean, every time you
Pretty
go online,
much, right?
you fight Scorpion.
Or Sub-Zero
Sub-Zero.
matches all day.
And then it's...
I was the
then,
only smoke user back in the day.
Yeah, man, it was always Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and in MKX, there was Katana and Melina and Ermac. Like, those are the only 5 people, I swear, you fought 50, 60% of the time when you went online.
I was super good with Ermac though, so I can't really say
I mean,
anything.
Sub-Zero's pretty chill. Just saying.
Ah,
Nice. You're pretty good. So, Luis, are you gonna get Mortal Kombat 11, or are you gonna wait for it to go on sale, or are you gonna pass it? I don't know if you're a big fan of the fighting games, but
Oh, I am. Just not the Mortal Kombat series. Just not into the blood and gore. Makes me nauseous after a while.
that's fair.
But what I'm waiting for is the Soul Calibur Completed Edition.
You mean for Soul Calibur 6?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
It's
I don't know.
$20 on sale right now.
Yeah, it is just for the base game. But is there an option to turn off the blood and gore in Mortal Kombat 11? I can't remember if there was one in Mortal Kombat 10.
There was one in X. It just turned off blood, but it was still just a fighting game.
That's true. And then if you play online, though, you can't turn off any of that stuff. So, which is a big aspect.
Yes,
of the
you
game.
can because it is just cosmetic.
Oh, really? You can do that? Okay.
Yeah, the blood and the gore was just cosmetic. You can still have unpunished assets.
I want them to bring back some of the crazy fatalities. Do you guys remember the baby fatalities in Mortal Kombat, where you can turn the characters into
Babalities?
babies? Yeah,
Babalities?
babalities.
I want
Yes.
friendships, dude.
Oh my gosh, the friendship ones were fantastic.
Yeah, I want friendships back. Oh, during the beta, I accidentally found a brutality. So if you're playing with Scorpion, is the last hit, use that LB button, but hold back. Hold the back direction and you pull a brutality. It's worth it.
I will keep that in mind when I pick up the game as it comes out on April 23rd, which is really close to my birthday. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
That's
Just saying.
Sean's birthday too, just FYI.
Is that his birthday?
That is Sean's birthday.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff.
And me and him put 2,000 games into MKX.
Fantastic. So now I gotta also ask you, now Fern, you're playing Sekiro, right?
Yes.
Is it better than Resident Evil 2 now?
Oof. You can't even compare them. I wouldn't say I'm too far into it to give a better comparison because right now I'm leaning more towards Resident Evil 2. But on the level of just overall frustration and anxiety that they give you, I think it's about the same as when Mr. X chases you and just the overall just the overall boss battles of this game.
I like the
okay.
skin swaps they do. I like Thomas the Train.
Okay. That one's good.
Or Shaggy as their player you're controlling.
You want to see a good one? Do the facial animations by 500%. That one's hilarious.
Or where they swap the girl and the boy, what their names are? For that.
Leon and Ada.
Yeah, when they swap them and you do the crocodile run. That one's pretty
We
Oh,
gotta give a shout out
yes.
to the guy that did the crocodile run with the Crash Bandicoot music.
Oh, yeah, that was beautiful.
That was funny.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about right now. So there's a crocodile run. You mean when they're in the sewers in Resident Evil 2 and somebody did the music from Crash Bandicoot for it?
Yeah.
They even photoshopped the Buddha guy, not the Buddha guy, the Kahuna dude. I don't know.
Oh, for the
I haven't
alligator?
played Crash in a long time. Yeah. Or they
Oh,
just
man.
put things into it. Yeah, it'll make sense once you get to that part.
I bet I can find it. Let's see.
Find it, send me a link. And then, okay, we're getting close actually to finishing this whole episode up, but I do want to ask you guys a little bit about, since you've all played Yoshi's Crafted World, and we did mention it a little bit briefly at the start of this channel, but is it any good? Do you think it's worthwhile? Is it worth $60 is the real question.
At the moment,
Yoshi?
honestly, I would say no.
Why do you say no?
I don't know. Like I was telling you earlier, I don't know if you'll keep it in the podcast or not, but I just feel like there's something missing to this game, and so I've been playing it co-op, and I just really don't know how to explain it. I would have felt better paying 40 for it, but I guess we'll just see how many more modes unlock. Because at the current time, I only have main game / replay the level trying to find some dogs game.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Luis, in case you're wondering what that noise was, people, that was Luis sending me that YouTube video. Thanks, buddy. Super professional podcast. The most professional
We'll throw
of
it in the
podcasts.
background.
We'll throw it in the background.
Just cover it up with the sound effect or the sonic ring effect or something.
I think, and as for me, when I'm playing Yoshi's Crafted World, I think it'll be worth $60 for me because I'm a big diehard fan of Yoshi. I really enjoy that franchise a lot, and I'm the type of person that when I play a Yoshi game, I do go for every single collectible and item that the game has to offer. So I will get my money's worth just because I will be going, backtracking, playing levels again, finding all of the missing red coins, for example. I will get my money's worth, but I think for somebody, if they're just going to try to play through it once from beginning to end, I have a feeling they're going to get about 8 to 10 hours, and then they're going to be done. And I think for those type of people, this game might not be worth it. But I think if you also have a partner to play this game, I think that would also help the longevity of the experience as a whole. Because I'm definitely going to play it all over again with my wife after I finish it, which will be this weekend, I think, actually.
Nice.
Doesn't seem like too crazy long of a game, though, is the thing.
They're not usually that long. Yoshi's Woolly World, I think I finished the whole thing in 7 hours from beginning to end. I mean, I don't think it was that long of a game. But I am disappointed that the amiibo functionality isn't as good in Yoshi's Crafted World when compared to Woolly World. I don't know if you guys remember this, but in Woolly World, you can take any amiibo basically and get a Yoshi skin from it. Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Kirby, Mario, Dr. Mario. You can have a Dr. Mario themed Yoshi.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, praise the sun, Yoshi. Let's do it.
Praise the sun. Hey, I have that amiibo.
It's a good one. It's my favorite.
It's great. But yeah, it was an awesome feature. And they have amiibo functionality in this one. You get some stuff, and that's fine. I think you get a bullet bill. I tapped it. I think I got a bullet bill, like one of those cardboard cutout
Give me a
box things.
Pikachu skin for Scorpion and MK11.
Oh, like the jumpsuit? Like a full suit?
Yeah, dude. Give me a Star
like a One
Fox suit
Piece.
for somebody.
I didn't even think about that. Do you think they'll have any amiibo functionality in the Nintendo Switch version of Mortal Kombat 11?
If they do, I hope it's really weeby stuff, like Sonya in a Bayonetta outfit or something ridiculous,
Well, I just so happen to have a Bayonetta amiibo, so now I kind of want that.
I would literally buy a Bayonetta amiibo.
Would you lose your mind, by the way, if they did amiibos for like Scorpion and Sub-Zero, like actual amiibo, so they have their own? How fast would you buy those? I would buy those up in a heartbeat.
Ooh, it depends. If they have some other functionality, because immediately I just thought of, remember the MK9 Collector's Edition where it was Scorpion and Sub-Zero, the bookshelf holders?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be dope. Like, if they looked like that?
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. I don't know. When I buy the amiibos, I don't really care too much about what they do in the game. I just like having the figures on a shelf so I can look at them. You see my amiibo collection; it's pretty massive, actually. I almost have every single one. So
It's a big old amiibo collection.
yeah, so I like them, and I secretly am hoping that they'll do that. But I think if they were going to do that, they would have announced it by now. So I think we're out of luck there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Alright, guys.
Darn it, Nintendo.
We're about to wrap this up, but just real quick, I want to hear,
I
as
got
always.
one more thing for you.
Okay, one more thing. Let's hear it.
Real quick, someone mentioned Sonic Rings. what do you guys think Sonic Adventure 3 is gonna come out?
Never?
Still yet to be confirmed.
I am waiting for Big the Cat's fishing adventure. Okay, forget Sonic Adventure 3. It is all about Big the Cat and his stupid frog. Let's get real here. Featuring Sonic. Not Sonic,
It would just be a
Sonic.
fishing simulator.
What's wrong with a fishing simulator? I love fishing games. Have you not seen my
fishing
YouTube
games
channel?
Are fun, but come on.
My best views on my YouTube channel are the stupid fishing games.
Yes, dude, we found an audience.
We found an audience finally. Subscribe to this channel if you want more fishing games.
Heck yeah, dude, that's how you do it.
But I just want, honestly though, in all seriousness, I just want them to make Sonic Mania 2 and not be by Sonic Team, because Sonic Team just doesn't seem to get it. I don't know why. They just don't get what people want.
Did you
in
play
a Sonic
Sonic
game.
Forces, though?
I did. I did a whole review of it on my channel. Nice to see you were paying
I made the
attention.
ugliest cat, bro.
I don't know. I made a turtle, I think. I don't think it was supposed to be a turtle. I don't even think there was an option to make
Yeah,
a turtle.
I
but
made a
turtle.
really ugly cat. It was great.
Did you call it Sneezy?
Nah, I gave her some crazy backstory, like they were like a lawyer or something before this whole thing started, and now they're like saving the day.
Perfect. Yeah, Sonic Forces was okay, but it could have been so much better, and I just kind of wish Sonic Team would just listen to their fans, because if you check out their Facebook page, because Sonic the Hedgehog has, you know, obviously a Facebook page.
They
They
did
get
listen
it.
to their fans.
Did they? Like, what do you mean they did?
Bruh, don't their fans want to create a character that goes alongside Sonic and saves the day?
No.
I'm sure there was one fan out there that wanted that. That one lonely person out there smash like.
Perfect. But yeah, on their Facebook page, you know, they even make fun of themselves all the time. All this freaking time. It's like they're aware that their games suck, and yet they still
I
don't
like
change anything.
companies that do that though, like
I
the
do too.
creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon. He pokes fun at Mortal Kombat all the time on Twitter.
And I'm totally
He
okay with
pokes
that
fun
too.
at the fans.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm totally okay with that. But then at the same time, it's like, now make a good game. Make fun of these games, but make a good one. And then they come out with something like Sonic Boom. Gosh,
Dude, give us
Boom.
Sonic Unleashed too.
Oh, gosh.
Just kidding. No, I don't know how that last hour took me 58 minutes to beat, and I still got an A. That doesn't make sense in terms of Sonic.
Really?
Yeah.
You spent 58 minutes in the last thing and still got an A?
Yeah, it don't make sense.
That's just impressive.
Right?
Alright. So, now that we've got our Sonic fix out of the way, thanks, Vern. I appreciate that.
We all need it.
We need to conclude this
We all
by
need a
just...
Sonic in our lives.
We do need it. So I just bought a Sonic plush. Never mind. Back on topic. Sorry, I got really excited about that. I'm a big Sonic fan, but I want to know, what games are you playing right now? I already know Fern's playing Sekiro and Yoshi's Crafted World. Is there any other game you're playing, Fern, at this moment?
You know what? I just found out if you got the Seasons Pass for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you get Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered for free.
Oh, well, that's a nice gift.
So I actually picked that up to see if it would, just to see how it is. Honestly, it looks fantastic, but there's so many clothing glitches, it's driving me nuts.
That doesn't surprise me.
But honestly, it's Assassin's Creed 3. To me, it was one of the funnest ones to play, but the story sucks, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree to that.
Fair enough. Nacho, what are you playing right now? Still Titanfall 2?
Right now, Titanfall 2 and Mega Man X Legacy
Which-
Collections.
Which one are you on now? Last time you were on the second one
Still on
from the
2.
X. Still on 2?
Yeah, still on 2.
Is it hard as balls? Do you want to rip out your hair yet?
No, not yet.
If you could make a Mega Man boss, who would it be and what's his power?
Trump. And you're fired all the time.
He's a defensive character that builds walls.
Yeah. And his winning catchphrase is Build the wall or make America great again.
Clean the swamp, dude. Clean the swamp.
Clean the swamp.
And then when he finishes the whole game, he just looks at the screen at you and goes, "You're fired.
You're fired.
You're fired.
You're fired."
He should say quotes during the match too, like "I got big hands."
Yeah. And as for me, I'm playing PlayStation VR games, actually. Well, obviously Yoshi's Crafted World too, but I just got done finishing a game called Bound, which was interesting. I can't actually talk about the game that much without spoiling it too much. It's one of those, if I
What
explain the
console?
story, the PlayStation VR.
Okay.
And I'm about to actually test out Borderlands 2 in VR, just because I'm really excited for Borderlands 3, so I'm going to jump back into Borderlands 2 and see if I get sick in the first hour playing it in VR mode.
Oh boy.
So,
I know I
Yeah.
got sick playing Doom in VR.
you know, it played well, though.
Yeah, I regret nothing. I had a fantastic time. It's still a
You
great
play it
game,
for, like-
10 out of 10. Doom
I-
Eternal's gonna be the best thing ever made.
Yeah, I have Doom VR. I played it for half an hour, and afterwards I had to take the headset off and go lie down, but man, you know what? That was an exhilarating half an hour. So... Alright. Well, that's it for us, guys. This has been our amazing, totally professional podcast as we record at
Totally
midnight now.
professional. We're
Totally.
gonna make millions of subscribers now.
Millions of subscribers. And if you would like to join us, be sure to click on that subscribe button and tell us what games you're playing and how stupid we are. We love hearing how dumb we are. Right, Fern?
I enjoy it actually.
You're
Yeah.
fired.
You're fired.
You fired.
You fired! Okay. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. We'll catch you later.
Tune in next time.
On the next episode of
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
No, you're supposed to say the podcast name.
Overrated.
You blew it. You blew it. Time to go to bed, Luis. It's time for you to go to bed, buddy.
It's past your
Yep.
bedtime.